Welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. This is SGL. I'm Spiritually Guided Light, and this is your general entrepreneur reading. I just want to first say before I start your motivational read for Thursday, listener, and that is be mindful, okay? Be mindful of those who do not know. And what I mean by that is when people, there is a law of what you don't know, you're not held accountable for. So you want to be mindful of people of what comes towards you, or what is done towards you, or what is being spoken of towards you. What you want to do is be mindful of that and substitute those experiences into your highest good, okay? And what I want to say about that is by being mindful, it is our job as entrepreneurs to have boundaries, right? And standards. But it is not your responsibility to convict, okay? Don't allow your good deeds to be evil spoken of, okay? Everything is a learning lesson, and you want to be mindful of that. It's the simple things that is what's most abundant, okay? If you can literally, for instance, there is this scenery, and you have a good scenery every morning. And when you reflect at this scenery, there is a reflection of being thankful. There's a peace, and you're able to have clarity. It's your moment to be able to start your day and organize what it is on how you're going to operate for that day, right? Accepting what is for what is and what thou do. But then there is that test, entrepreneur, that your business begins to flourish. And we can forget that there was a time, months, years, where that scenery was what inspired. But then when you begin to flourish and you start to reap, your harvest, that scenery, then that routine that you practice falls ashore or is overlooked, and not even realizing the elements and the matter that surrounded that helped you pull in the manifestation of your reaping good harvest. And that can come into a space of, what happened? I don't understand. Things were going so good, right? And it's like, this is a key, entrepreneur, okay? This is not a key that opens a door. This is not a key that locks anything. This is simply a key note to put on your index to remind yourself that when you flourish, okay, your moments of being flourishing, okay, you want to be mindful of the good elements that you utilized within your practice. You want to maintain them no matter what. Yes, you're going to have new experiences, where you're going to connect with new people and they're going to show you their creativity and their recipes on how they were able to manifest. They're going to give you keys, right? And then you're able to manipulate those things into your life so that you can maintain your flourishing. That is a beautiful relationship. Make sure that you are also giving on the receiving, but you have to understand when it's the right season, because it could just be the season where you're just supposed to be learning and taking all the keynotes that you need so that when those relationships have to pull away from you, you're not codependent. Okay. I don't know where I'm going with that, but we're 5 minutes in. For those of you who are just now tuning into SGL, welcome. General Entrepreneur Read for Thursday. We have Money Magnet. And I try to pull astray from talking about money because just the word money is a distraction. It literally automatically, for those, if you haven't experienced money before, right? And I speak this very highly, that money, it's not that it's the root of all evil. If you are in a vulnerable place, then it's transferred into a controlling energy, okay, which is not considered evil, okay? Money can't be evil. Money doesn't have a feeling, but it definitely has an action. How are you going to maintain your leadership in a positive view without letting money distract you? I want to get some direction on this. And also for those of you who are like, what is she talking about? Listen here. When money starts flowing into your life, don't be the person who's saying, I have this, I have that, this is what I have. That means you never had nothing. That's not even a competitive energy, because competitive energy pertains to money. It has nothing to do with verbal I have. It's all about action of material existence, okay, of items. Why do I need to speak it when I can show you? You see the difference? Moving forward. That's the direction on this money magnet. Okay, we have the Kings of Cups, wisdom, balance, focus, confirming. Not be smart, be wise, okay? So the King of Cups is telling you to use your emotions, feelings, and impulsive wisely with equity. Balance your wants and balance your wants with the wants of others, and show that you are a sensitive leader that everyone needs. Be mature with negative energies. Also clarifying the emotion and action of positive. Also clarifying your affirmation of being authentic. I reveal my true self. The Kings of Cups is also, yes, controlling emotions. And it also can clarify your affirmation. I have been given endless talents, which I begin to utilize today, listener, because we can be sensitive, especially when it's a new career path, right? That we think it's what we want to do until we start dabbling and it's like, I don't think this is for me, right? Don't feel like a failure. A failure should not even be in your vocabulary list. It should just be, I'm growing. Because they always say, It's good to fail. It's good to fail. Well, I don't want to keep falling and hitting my face because some bruises don't heal. I don't want to be scarred up. Okay. You tell me what plastic surgery moving forward. Okay, we clarify what the Queen's of Cups. Let's go ahead and continue your spread. Breaking the chains. Okay, that's also it. Breaking the chains for those of you whom may have been in a family of abundance already. Okay, but now you are creating your own path, going your own direction. Don't be the same experience of what you are familiar with. Because that's how the simplest way that I can say it without placing judgment. And then we have risk. And we have newsletter. Yeah, take that risk. Despite of, the town could be talking, people could be talking, your family, your friends, associates, constituents. You got to categorize. This is a time, especially as entrepreneur, you got to categorize every connection. You got to place them in a category. It may hurt, but you have to. Okay? And move accordingly. Bills. Do you want, in pertaining to, you have to categorize them. These bills are people. Why create relationship that are bills? You don't need to. The bartering effect still exists. And you'll know that it's existing because you're going to have a wonderful alignment in relationships with business partners, right? You grow, I grow. Your service will help me. My service will help you. Our product, whatever, you fill in the blank. Your alignment has nothing to do with takers. Takers are going to be bills. As much as you want to, whom these 3 people, I don't know. Because it's bills. And bills. Some of these people owe you credit and savings, right? But you don't want to go back. You want to break the chains from that, okay? Don't go out of your way, entrepreneur, and say, well, I did this for you. That is a blockage, okay? You want to stay positive. You want to move forward. Write a book. Not writing a book of deteriorating someone's character. Write a book to encourage other people on how to prevent bills. You put in the word on how you want to call these people, places, or things, or people within places that accumulate bills and takers. Okay? Moving forward, we have day off. No excuses, take a break. This is mental thinking, entrepreneur. You may have already come up with a lot of great ideas. Now work with what you have. Yeah, journal things down on the side. But if it's taking up your creative space, understand if your brain is creating like that, right? You're not putting your eggs in one basket. Focus and organize. So you need to go listen to the collective reading, okay? Stay positive. Okay, music playlists. Are you enjoying sounds in your environment? We are 80% water, and music affects our water body. So if you're an individual who cannot control your thoughts and emotions, Make sure what you listen to keeps you positive. Okay. Let's see. Simplify is in reverse. Yeah, everything is too complex and complicated. So you want to simplify. And this is also these people. Remove yourself from this situation. Declutter. Zen it out. Stop overthinking. Okay. So that you can shine on in the divine guidance of Gaia. Okay. And then we have meditate and breathe. Let go from the bottom, working your way from the top, right? Hire an expert. Are you becoming the expert listener? We have collaboration. That's that bartering that I was telling you about. We have trade. This came in reverse. For some of you, it is going to be difficult to let go of these bills, which I told you what those bills represent. It's going to be very, very difficult because the attachment is too strong. More of a codependency. And it says pay a living artist, and this is in reverse. This is, I really believe, entrepreneur, this is investing in yourself. Having fear and investing in yourself, right? You want to be a money magnet, but you won't invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. How is someone else entrepreneur going to invest in you if you ain't even investing in yourself? You mean to tell me you want me to invest in your artistry, music, artist, book, business, product, I don't know, fill in the blank, and you haven't even invested in yourself? That's a no-go. I don't care if you're the most talented person. If you're not showing that you put money into yourself, that's a no-go. Even an angel investor wouldn't even invest. Okay? Moving forward. Yeah, that's called a loan. Investment of you're going to pay back more. But a real true investment. I remember I was all over the place. We have the Magician. And we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I remember, I want to say I was about, and I'm going to cut this short. Time is at the essence today, not in the fact, in the mind frame listener of me rushing the read. That's what I'm not going to do. What I mean by time of the essence is when unexpected things occur, I go accordingly. But for the most part, you are my priority at this moment. So we have the Musician. I want to say work your magic, but that's not what I want to say here. Let me just read it. The Magician is pointing to the talent, capability, and resources at your disposal. The mind and the world are only reflections of one another. Remember that you are powerful and the outer world will follow. Being in that confidence, the King of Wands. Abandonment, Eight of Cups. The past needs to be put where it belongs. Breaking the chain, listener. Set yourself on a journey forward, whether that's towards something big like a new job, a relationship, or something small like a new hobby. That is for you, inspiring entrepreneur. Claim your entrepreneurship today. Or a pattern of thought. Okay? Either way, you're looking for a higher purpose. The recognition you seek cannot be found in your current position. Moving forward. All right. I'm shedding some light on you, listener. As well, I'm going to give you a universal love, an extension. We have inner temple devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. We have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Remember I was saying the music you listen to, say no. Say no to those bills. Starseed, what lights you up? And break the chain. Front to bottom. Working your way to the top. That is beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a universal love on you, entrepreneur. Just one moment. I feel like it's missing something. I feel like all my cards are not here. Alright. Universal love. General entrepreneur. Make sure you email Spiritual Guiding Light with your feedback and questions. Do not once say that you don't have a friend. I'm definitely here to be a friend, full of motivation for you. And nobody wants to hear motivation all the time. I'm just be honest. I have a short attention span. Do you? But when it comes to growth and self-development, you know, we have to have those days where we have to reset so that we can be in a motivated experience. Okay, one more. And we have the Voyager. Excuse me. Today is a day there is something that you have been hesitant to do, and now it is time. Do not worry if you are ready or if it will turn out perfectly. It is not the destination, but the journey that things of life are made of. That is your general entrepreneur reading. Make sure you subscribe if you have not done so. And I thank you even now. But also remember that love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.